You talk about the influence of Conde, but as a back four, that's too easy from Marv Valois and Drew Moor. This is a set piece. Little cheeky run. How difficult to whip your body around Thierry Henry. Back post, what a finish. But this is way too easy from Colorado. Conde able to pick up his head on a set piece. Wyndham Moore, no communication. Henry's left him alone on goal, but to whip his body around, use the inside of his right foot. Difficult finish, but what a goal. Henry has been active, 3-0 New York.
And the placement was perfection, wasn't it, Taylor? Just inside that far post, as he said. He's chasing your record against the Rapids, you know. He's not going to let up. 2 for Henry, 1 for Cooper. And the perfect scenario for the Red Bulls. It's Drew Moor, who's slow to get up after that collision with Cooper.
Listen, this is a set piece, so as a back four, there's got to be an understanding where's Thierry Henry. But it's the run right behind Marv Valois. Marv Valois can't turn his head around and see where Thierry Henry is onside. And what a classy finish. You saw it in the first half, Adrian. Something's going on with Thierry Henry. Active, but high up that field. That's where he's most dangerous. That's what he's here for. Score goals.
And he has a strike partner alongside him in Kenny Cooper, which he was bereft of last week. And that defeat against Salt Lake. Oh, that's a sloppy pass from Dax McCarty, though. LeBeau is trying to take advantage. And it's turning into a bit of a reality check, this one, for the Colorado Rapids. Yes, without Laurentowicz and Pablo Mastroeni. 2-0 start is fading into the rear-view mirror. Cooper thought he'd won a corner there. So did most of the 20,000 or so here. Kenny Cooper, a man who went straight from high school in Texas to the Manchester United youth team. A bit of an unusual route into the pro game. Casio. Thompson. Well, have we got the answer already, Taylor, as to how the Rapids were going to fare without Laurentowicz? There's Spike Lee, who is an Arsenal fan, also a Red Bulls fan.
I guess the Knicks aren't playing today, or what?
Enjoying the fine fare on offer here at the Red Bulls.
That's got to be tough. A Knicks fan and an Arsenal fan.
Not too many trophies in recent seasons, no?
No. Here goes my Twitter feed.
Well, the Rapids, remember, are owned by Stan Kroenke, who also is the majority shareholder at Arsenal. Talking off Twitter, you can follow us all on Twitter. I'll come back to that because Richards is making waves here. Near post effort. Beaten away by Pickens. The Rapids reeling at the moment. They're bailed out by the referee's whistle as Marquez tries to get involved.
Dane Richards is at his best when he's taking players on at pace. Using his speed, simple moves, keep it simple, touch it and have a hit.
Cummings. Dropping deep, trying to instigate. LeBeau feeding it back to him. Omar Cummings. But very comfortable save for Mera. A shot right at him from Cummings.
Not sure if it's by design coming out at halftime, but Ross LeBeau's played extremely high, almost right underneath Omar Cummings. That's really left a lot of space for New York in the middle of the park.
Castrillon. Colorado will nearly need him to produce something in the second half if they're to have any hope of climbing back into contention. And that hope could be extinguished here by Henry, who's found Cooper brilliantly. Richards. Still Dane Richards, who's bowled over. The referee tried to play advantage. Oh, and well, he got the first part of that decision right, trying to play advantage, and then should have come back toward the free kick. He didn't. And now there's a flare-up in the aftermath as it was Holgersen who went in with a challenge. Henry is furious.
But that's just ridiculous. Henry makes a 50 to 60-yard run to get into the face of the referee. I understand it's a bad decision.
Well, he's to be encouraged, it's to be applauded for trying to let them play, trying to play the advantage, but then come back and award the free kick. For some reason he didn't.
And I don't mind this, but that's a foul. That's a set piece. That's 22, 23 yards from the goal. Listen, blow the whistle. It's a free kick.
Yeah, Dax McCarty was arriving, lining it up. The advantage didn't ensue. There wasn't a clear shot available for McCarty, so that's exactly when the whistle should have been blown.
But there's no need for Thierry Henry to make that 50-yard run to get in front of the referee.
Marquez booked for the foul in the centre circle. Thompson. A bit of a flashpoint in the game, and the challenges have just gone a little meatier. But an offside flag has been the Rapids' undoing on too many occasions this afternoon. Another one there. Thierry Henry still saying his piece.
It's the mannerisms, though, have been very positive today, Adrian. You know, you and I watched the season opener in Dallas against New York in Dallas, and you saw the Thierry Henry hands on the hips, hands in the air. Everything's been extremely positive from Thierry Henry today. And as a center forward, when you're that active, everyone behind you, then it builds on you. You feed off of that. You feed off of that energy. It's leading by example.
He ended up playing that game as a defensive midfielder, didn't he? Trying to start attacks. This is the Rapids trying to get something going. And for Marquez with the shoulder, and then the nifty sidestep is from Dane Richards, who's on his way here. But Marvell Wynn is one player that Thierry Henry is not going to be able to beat in a race.
But the only reason why that's Dane Richards' option is Kenny Cooper's in front of Dane Richards. Get out of the way. Give Dane Richards a lot of space. Get in behind Thierry Henry, your partner up front. That limits Dane Richards' options going forward.
Those natural instincts of Kenny Cooper coming to the fore again, Taylor. Seems to want to go wide, doesn't he, at times? Here's Ross LeBeau for the Rapids. Well timed tackle from Dax McCarty, who's really been in the thick of the action today. Also relishing this role alongside Rafa Marquez. ESPN's MLS Game of the Week is brought to you by Volkswagen. Visit your local dealer and get a great deal during our Safety in Numbers event. Safety in numbers here for the Red Bulls. And those are a 3-goal cushion. Castrillon. Wells Thompson. Now Zapata, 31-year-old Colombian left back, to the 21-year-old Tony Cascio, but he can't maintain possession. Holgersen saw to that. Henry. Rafa Marquez, who Apparently had some opportunities to leave New York during the off-season. Some offers from Mexican clubs came in. He turned them down. Joel Limper. It's not often, say, the Red Bulls are leading 3-0 and Joel Limper hasn't played a massive part.
No, but after the Salt Lake game last week, he talked about playing faster, not so methodical with the quality of players that they have. Today, they've done that. Quick, simple, get it out wide, get forward, score some goals.
Well, not surprisingly, Oscar Pareja is going to make his first changes to the game. It's a double switch as well. Tyrone Marshall is replacing Wells Thompson. And we're going to see Ross LeBeau make way for Quincy Amarikwa, who scored a simply stunning goal, didn't he? The Rapids home opener, that 2-0 win against Columbus in the 89th minute, which was highlight reel worthy. Tyrone Marshall, who's been around the block, 7th all-time in MLS appearances.
And with Tyrone Marshall coming in at center back, Drew Moore is going to move into the midfield.
And here's Kenny Cooper, staring down Marshall, trying to get behind him as well for the return ball. Might put the way of Henry, but Pickens is down very sharply. It was a welcome to the game for Tyrone Marshall. Interesting that Moore, as he says, moved forward. Not sure what his experience is playing in a more advanced role.
No, and I wouldn't expect Drew Moore to go forward, if at all. Stay right in front of Wynn and Marshall, hold the ground, and allow Amarikwa and Castiglione to get forward.
Drew Moore's made a habit of popping up with set-piece goals. He's popped up with a tackle there and a well-timed one. He scored the first goal of the Oscar Pareja era and ran about 60 yards to jump into his arms. Former teammate of Oscar Pareja with Dallas. Cassio. The free kick belongs to the Rapids. Amarikwa wasn't sure if it had actually been taken. Quincy Amarikwa, his 3rd year with the Rapids. He had 1 year with San Jose. Mullen trying to shrug off Marquez. Kimura, good-looking service, and the header was an awkward one for Castrillon. Couldn't generate any power.
But that's allowed Castrillon to get forward with Drew Moore in the middle of the field. And we saw it against Philadelphia last week. He has a natural tendency to make that late 3rd and 4th run in the box. Makes it difficult for Conde and Holgerson to pick up.
Red Bulls home opener going the way of so many others they've had in recent seasons. Join us next weekend for a rematch, by the way, of last summer's Women's World Cup final. The US facing World Cup champion Japan. That's next Sunday, 6:25 a.m. Eastern on ESPN2. 2 days later, they take on Brazil, Tuesday, April the 3rd at 7 a.m. Eastern. Those international friendlies on the women's side of the game being played in Japan. That's the rather early start. Midway point of the second half. There appears to be no way back for the Rapids.
Still a learning experience, though, Adrian. 20-plus minutes.